Hi everyone. So monotypes are kind of the most easy to get if you're just starting out in printmaking because it's very intuitive. You're painting with monotype inks on a plate and it's just like and rolling it through the press and adding more color to it, so it's really easy to understand. Monotype means one of a kind. And to differentiate it from a monoprint, which people often confuse the two, a monoprint has a component to it that is a repeatable image, whereas monotype is one. I'm going to ink up this plate, and it's going to end up looking something like this. First I'm going to paint a monotype, and with our water-based inks, these are Akua color inks, and they're pigment that's suspended in a gum arabic base. They're wonderful because they're non-toxic. They have some beautiful color combinations, and we'll just get started here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm inking up my plate in a flat, and I'm going to be taking ink away, which is called a reductive process. There are many tools you can use. You can use a rag, you can use brushes, you can use Q-tips. So I like seeing kind of the brush stroke in my inks. So I have a guide that I have drawn on the underside of my, this is called a matrix, this plate that I'm painting on. And I've taken a drawing and applied it to the underside, so it's a good way to help me know where to apply the ink. So you can see how loose this is. And if I hold it up to the light, it gives you a pretty good understanding of the way it's going to look when it prints out on the paper. Kind of hold it up and see how it's going to look on the paper. And one of the joys of printmaking is to drop layers of color on top of one another. Okay, so here's the finished print. It's pretty loose. I mean, if I had more time, I might do it differently. But now I'm going to pull what's called a ghost. And the beauty of printing ghosts is you'll see when it comes through, it's got this nice, if you think of it in terms of black and white, it's got this nice kind of medium gray tone. So it's nice to add stuff on top of it, work back into your plate and add it to your plate. And it's a very satisfying combination of things. So, one of a kind, I'm going to pull a ghost that you see, it's the same image, but it's going to look different than the first one. And I'm increasing the pressure a little so that it's going to pull more ink off of the plate. Okay, so this is just a ghost image of what you had before. Fit it into the embossment mark from the plate going through before. More or less fits. You can see how nice that is to add a second layer of color on top of more interesting, and then you can go in with more detail. Okay, so you just kind of ink this up slowly and let it sit for just a little bit of time so that the chemicals in this kind of reactivate this. Hopefully. So the advantage of working with clear matrices is you can see where your ink's going to go in here, and it's more or less going to look like this when you're done. So you can sort of fudge with the registration if you want. So hopefully there'll be enough color on there to do what I want it to do. Ideas off it. So, thank you very much.